In this episode of the Pokemon edition of the News You Missed, we're going to be detailing and discussing the longtime Pokemon director who might be stepping down. Well, let's change that might to probably stepping down. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I jump into this, would you consider subscribing to stay up to date with the video game news that you might have missed, and an opinion from a real gamer, just like you. So, with that, let's jump right into this. So, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee might be the last time Masuda sits in as the Pokemon director. What does this mean? Well, the director would be the person who directs what happens. I mean, come on, that's very obvious. But a lot of people probably haven't looked into game development that much. So, someone who is the director of the game kind of directs the flow in the direction of things. I'm sure that if somebody presented him with an idea and they really wanted it done, he could essentially say, no, that's a very bad idea and we won't put it in the game, and it wouldn't be in the game. So he kind of has a big authority position within the company to make sure that something does go in the game or something doesn't go in the game, and how it looks, how it feels, and if it has to be retooled completely. This is a big thing. Masuda's been at Game Freak since Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. He's been there as a composer since Pokemon Red and Blue. That was the big time kind of thing that he had going on, but he really did sit in as the director of Fire Red and Leaf Green. He's a mainstay, man. Either director or producer, he's been there. He's been there for a minute. But in an interview at Pokemon.com, he recently stated that it's important to have a younger generation at Game Freak take over development of Pokemon as a series. I do believe this will probably be in terms of the main Pokemon RPGs the last time I work as the director, which means likely he will not be there for Generation 8, which means if he stated that in terms of the actual main games, he may either potentially be retiring and he's just not even at the company anymore, or he is going to just be sitting in on the side games. So he's still at the company, just not the director, and he's just helping with the side entries. So we're talking about mystery dungeons, we're talking about the conquest, we're talking about just side entries that are put in to the Pokemon series, but not Generation 8. So there you go. I want to thank Masuda for all of his hard work. I know a lot of fans, a lot of people are not nice on the internet. It's very easy to be mean, nasty on the internet because there's not a face attached to it a lot of the time. You're just a random username, and you can spit your unfiltered opinion without having to sit and think about it before you say it to someone's face. And I know that he has to take a lot of that abuse on the internet. I know you can turn off the computer, I know you can turn off notifications, but eventually you're going to see something, and sometimes it can get to you. I'm sure that his country is a lot nicer to him than a lot of other countries, especially here in the Americas, where people have really downplayed Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. But I am insanely excited for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Maybe because I love Kanto, maybe because I grew up with Red and Blue. It doesn't matter to me. Point is, I love Pokemon, I love Pokemon games, and they've rarely ever let me down. So my hat's off literally to Masuda. You did great work, and I am so happy that you were part of the company. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's this episode of the News You Missed, Pokemon Edition. There wasn't a lot coming around to talk about with Pokemon news, stories, details like that. I just wanted to talk about that because that's very important. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave me a big like, and you can consider subscribing. Once again, I keep up to date with video game news, and that'll keep you up to date with video game news. So, I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out, and I'm off to play me some Pokemon. Complete your Pokedex with me, folks. I'll see you out there, and when the games do long. As always, good gaming, God bless, and thanks for watching.